morning all. Today we are going to discuss about stereochemistry part 2, that is three-dimensional representation of organic molecules. Yes, we have four methods to represent organic molecule three-dimensionally. First one is West's formula, second one is Fischer projection formula, third one is Newman projection formula, and last one is Sohor's formula. First we consider West's formula, okay? And this is the West's formula. And here you can see that there are three types of lines. Simple lines, solid line and broken line. Simple lines represents that the bonds which are in the plane of paper. That indicates that here the groups like B and C are in the plane of paper. And next we can see that a solid line here. Solid line represents that the bond which is coming out of the plane. That is, it is orienting towards us. That indicates that group A is orienting towards us. And next you can see a broken line here. Broken line represents that the bond which is behind the plane of paper. That is, it is orienting away from us. That indicates that group D is orienting away from us. And next we consider an example here. Here both C6H5 and CS3 group are in the simple line. That indicates that these groups are in the plane of paper. And next the OH group is in the solid line. That indicates that OH group is orienting towards us. And next you can see that hydrogen group is in broken line. That indicates that the hydrogen group is orienting away from us. Okay. And next we consider another method, Fischer projection formula. Here we have only two lines, one horizontal line and one vertical line. Horizontal line represents that the groups which are orienting towards us. And vertical line represents that the bonds which are orienting away from us. Clear? That indicates that here the groups like A and B are orienting towards us and groups C and D are orienting away from us. An example is also given here. Here we can see that both C6H5 and OH groups are in horizontal line. That indicates that C6H5 and OH groups are orienting towards us. And here CH3 and the hydrogen groups are in vertical line. That indicates that CH3 and hydrogen are orienting away from us. And please note that using Fischer projection formula, we can represent only eclipse conformation. What do you mean by conformation? Conformation isomers are formed by the rotation of carbon-carbon bond. That will be discussed later. And next we consider another method, Newman projection formula. Here we have only one circle. You can see that. And the bonds which are originating from the center of the circle is considered as front carbon. This is the front carbon. And the bonds which are originating from the circumference of the circle is considered as back carbon, rear carbon. So this is the back carbon. So that indicates that here groups A and B are originating from the front carbon and groups D, E and F are originating from the back carbon. And please note that here using Newman projection formula we can represent both staggered and eclipse conformation. This is the staggered Newman projection formula and this is eclipse Newman projection formula. So coming to staggered Newman projection formula, you can see that the groups are in maximum separation. That indicates that there is less repulsion between them. That leads to more stability. So this is the most stable conformation. Staggered conformation will be the most stable conformation state. And next we consider eclipse conformation. Here we can see that the groups are in closest proximity. That indicates that the repulsion is maximum here. More repulsion means less stable. So this is the less stable conformation. So eclipse conformation will be the less stable conformation. And please note that we can convert the staggered conformation to eclipse conformation by simply rotating the front carbon 60 degrees in clockwise manner by keeping the back carbon fixed. So we are rotating the front carbon in 60 degrees in clockwise manner by keeping the back carbon fixed. Clear? And next coming to last method, Sohor's formula. This is a Sohor's model. And here the carbon which is orienting downward represent front carbon. So this is the front carbon, and the carbon which is orienting upward represent back carbon. So this is the back carbon. And here also we can represent both staggered and eclipse conformation using Sohor's formula. So this is the staggered Sohor's formula and this is the eclipse Sohor's formula. Here we can see that the bonds are in maximum separation, right? And when you observe the molecule from this side, you can see all the groups, all the rear groups because they are in maximum separation. That means there is less repulsion. So this is the most stable conformation. Staggered conformation will be the most stable conformation state. And when coming to eclipse conformation, we can see that they are in closest proximity. And when we observe the molecule from this position, you cannot see rear groups because they are in overlapped state, because they are in closest proximity. So that leads to more repulsion and less stability. So this is the less stable conformation. And here also we can convert the staggered Sohor's formula to eclipse Sohor's formula by simply rotating the front carbon 60 degrees in anti-clockwise manner by keeping the back carbon fixed. So please note that this is very important. We can convert the staggered Sohor's formula to eclipse Sohor's formula by simply rotating the front carbon 60 degrees in anti-clockwise manner by keeping the back carbon fixed. It will remain the same. Please note that. Clear? This is the end of this section. Thank you.